What's up, everyone? This is Biker Witch. So a while back in the early summer of 2020, I actually started experimenting with a app called Randonautica that a client had turned me on to. I was actually really surprised that I had never heard of this app, and I immediately started doing some research on it and found it really interesting, including a story about how some people on the West Coast, maybe in the Oregon area, I believe, had actually used the app and found a suitcase with a human body inside of it washed up on shore. Again, I was very intrigued, and I decided to start trying out the app with my girlfriend, and basically did various experiments over the remainder of that year with this app to various degrees of success or not success. So here's some of the video clips and stuff that I'm going to attempt to edit together to kind of show you guys how some of those experiments went. What's up, everyone? A client of mine earlier this evening, my last client of the night, turned me on to a website called Randonaut, an app rather, and apparently some pretty weird, esoteric, occult, interesting anomalies have kind of happened. People using this app finding very strange things such as dead bodies and other interesting, less sketchy things, but I decided to open up the app and see what came up, and there's a location very near to the shop showed up. It's basically few hundred feet from the shop, so it's back in the woods. I'm gonna go check it out. It's pretty dark out now. It's back behind a high school. No idea what's gonna be back there, but I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah. You got the best view here. You gotta find it.
First Randonautica, total, utter, disappointing non-success. Funny. With no dice. No gold. No human hand. No strange homeless guy. No rabid, decrepit dog with $1 million high-res neck and brown paper bag. A lot of gusher wrappers. Chips. Ziploc bags with nothing in them, sadly. How easy is it to put something in the Ziploc bag, like a human hand? But no, you couldn't put the human hand in the bag. Bummer, man. Bummer, man. Try better next time. What's up? The second Randonaut point that we're going to investigate. We didn't really set an intention for this one. I guess it was just something close. About a mile from the tattoo shop where we were when we set it. Seems to be a random residential neighborhood. I guess we'll see what we find when we walk up. Trying to find number 19. We had a windstorm today, so there's tons of trees down and stuff. Yeah, so we found number 19. This is it. There's a street cleaner truck. Guess that's not too weird. And a sick RV. Sage, help us find something. Doesn't look like there's any fucking inviting clowns down there, sadly. Be cool if we found a clown. Nothing there. Little planter with some rocks in it. Crab apples. Crab apple tree. All in all, I'm not seeing much. So, our second Randonaut, and it seems like unfruitful. Gonna keep trying these, but so far nothing all that interesting. Bring on the spook. Third Randonaut attempt. So I think it's a void this time. Now this is kind of a funny time to be randonauting because again, we just had a windstorm, so a lot of trees and stuff like that are knocked down. There's another void point now that we're gonna go investigate in another residential neighborhood about another mile and a half away. But it's on the other side of a highway. I'm just coming up on a tree that's down right here. The road's blocked off. Can't get around it. Damn. Blocked off here. But yeah, so there's power outages in the area that we're in right now. So in the last area that we checked out, there were not power outages. But over on this side of town, there are. So wherever we go to check out, there's going to be power outages. There's also, like I said, a lot of downed trees and stuff like that blocking certain roads. So it'll definitely be interesting. So after turning around and going down to the next block over, there was actually police cars with road flares, and there was downed power lines. So yeah, a lot of these blocks are just completely cut off. This is our third Randonaut. The first one we did about a week ago was behind a high school. I went there the night before alone, and so I came back the next day, but whatever thing it was had moved, was gone from that location, so it was no longer a point of interest. We checked it out anyway. It didn't really seem to be anything out of the ordinary, so I would consider that one a sort of failed, other than the kind of hunches I had that were unfounded. Yeah, and our second one, we just went and investigated in a neighborhood, but really didn't seem to find much of anything. Now we're on to location point 3, second one of the night. 45, what we're looking for. And this is 45. Doesn't look like anybody's home. Nothing jumping out so far, just a lot of downed trees and stuff. I have a feeling whatever it is across the street, because this is woods right across the street. And it's got what looks almost like a fucking path right here. There's no houses on this side of the block, but there's just a random path. Yeah, this is definitely a path. I think we're going to get murdered, so... Well, she thinks she's going to get murdered. Again, our intention was something spooky. There's a bit of a split in the pathways here. Sage seems to say we go straight. I mean, we're in the middle of the woods, and I have no idea where the hell we are. Dog is taking a poop. Kind of letting the dog lead. I think if anything's going to be left to intuition, letting the dog take the wheel is definitely proper. Basically intuition on pause. Trail's widening up a little bit here. It looks like you could take like a truck down here or something. There's definitely quads and things like that go back here a lot, I'm sure. Four-wheeling. Dog keeps finding shit. Is this a couch?
It is a couch.
Spooky haunted couch. Spooky haunted couch. I might have been conceived on that couch. Is this a sign or something? These look like they could be signs, but there's nothing written on them.
An empty cart.
I don't know what this building it looks like we're coming up behind is. Dog's leading us this way, though. Looking at that.
Seat. That's
car seat.
fucking creepy.
Baby car seat.
Where the fuck is there a car seat in the middle of the woods?
I don't think that's it, though.
I know, but that's unsettling.
Found more shit, Sage.
One day it's going to be a hand, but not today.
I feel like I just saw something move down that way. Probably a deer or something.
I've been seeing a lot of things moving around this whole time. It's been fun.
More shit, Sage?
Probably.
The trail's narrowing a lot. Still wide enough to fit your four-wheeler. 2 trees. Kind of almost form a doorway of sorts. It's like a piece of foam with trees growing through it. It's definitely a part of a car.
I found a painted rock that says be yourself.
We got a rock that says be yourself.
Woo!
A big ass spider.
Look at the leggy boy. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I think I'm pretty myself. Somebody else could use that more than I could.
Not spooky, but that's definitely interesting.
What the fuck is that?
A rock.
No, it's squishy.
It is squishy. That's fucking weird. There's like shit buried in the ground that's squishy. It looks like it's made of concrete, but it's fucking...
I don't like that.
Smushy. A lot of unopened water bottles. Be yourself. Don't be a squishy, weird, concrete-like substance in the middle of the woods. Be yourself. Stop to smell the strange shit once in a while. That's the moral of the story. Don't worry about whose shit it is or what left that shit or how old that shit is.
Fucking sniff it.
Just sniff it. Find it and sniff it.
What's that? Not a garbage bag.
Does it have a severed head in it?
It might.
We went in search of something spooky, but we found an uplifting message.
If we think about it, we looked for a void, and we said something spooky. So I guess what we would be looking for is a place that didn't have anything spooky, which then in return could be positive
We found a
note.
strangely comforting trail that led to an uplifting message in the middle of the night. Yeah, a true
Next,
void.
we should do something uplifting.
Yeah, a true
Something
letdown.
motivational.
Is runaway motivational?
What does that mean?
Like, if you're looking for something motivational, we might find something that'll make us run away, like motivate us to run.
An empty tic-tac container.
What's up, everyone? Randonaut number 4, I believe. We are doing an anomaly point in Salem, Massachusetts. It's leading us somewhere into the woods. We're about 5 miles, I believe, outside of the downtown area. Residential neighborhood. Dead-end road leading down to a path into the woods. So, I'm gonna go check it out, see what we find.
How far deep is it?
Not very. Should be like right here. I heard sticks and shit breaking over there. Something just made a noise. Well, not seeing anything other than swamp crap. I will say personally, much more tense than the last woods experience.
Yeah.
I thought the last woods was like pretty inviting.
Mm-hmm.
Felt a little more reluctant to explore that one. Still nothing. Randonaut number 4. So we just tried to do a 5th point. And we got something lost was our intent, and the pin dropped in the middle of the water. So our theory is there might very well be something in the middle of the water that was lost, but can't quite get there. So I would say that one's pretty bunk. Just rolled up on Randonaut point number 6. We're in an apartment complex, and apparently something lost is between 2 of the apartment condos, so we're gonna go check that out. Walking around outside, but we're not really seeing much of anything. Looking around to see if we see anything on the ground, but nothing really of note. Randonaut number 6 coming up with Asilo. Randonaut number 8, I think. 8, right?
Or 9. Or
8
7.
or 9 or 7 in Salem, Massachusetts. It's a residential house. It's daylight. Yeah, maybe we'll run up in their living room and find their lost TV. But something lost. Let's go find. Checking the sidewalk for anything lost. Not seeing much. It is quite possible that person living at that house has lost something, but it's not on their sidewalk, so therefore another Randonaut, a Rando Zero in the books.